Warning: this documentary contains discussions, reenactments, and depictions related to sensitive topics, including suicide, gun violence, street life, bullying, family violence, and the use of graphic language. These elements are presented for raw and explicit educational purposes, aimed at providing enlightenment and edification, not to glorify or promote any of the behaviors or lifestyles depicted. Viewer discretion is advised. This documentary serves a dual purpose: to enlighten young people in the streets about the harsh reality that the penal system has no hesitation in sentencing a 13-year-old child to 50 years in prison, and to provide a raw and honest perspective to judges and prosecutors. It highlights how many children are coerced into the false beliefs of a destructive system with little to no protection from its effects. The film challenges society to acknowledge its role in shaping these outcomes and emphasizes the importance of showing sympathy, mercy, and love to children both before and after the courtroom. What if it were your child? This is not an attempt to embarrass the Michigan Department of Corrections or those in positions of authority. Instead, it is intended to enlighten and raise awareness for juveniles and those who may be impacted. The individuals who grew up in the same household as Eric, including his mother, have chosen not to participate in this documentary. While their perspectives are absent, this film remains a powerful reflection of Eric's journey, growth, and the lessons he has learned. This documentary aims to spark meaningful conversations about healing, accountability, and transformation. We hope it inspires viewers to reflect, understand, and engage with the story being shared.
"15-year-old prisoner, 15 years later, part 4.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Air.
a prisoner at the Michigan Department of Corrections, Alger Maximum Facility. To accept this call, press 0.
Bullets rang out today in Detroit, and families are devastated.
In the west side of Detroit today, a deadly shooting took place at a restaurant. The suspect being charged is a 15-year-old boy.
This teen will be charged as an adult.
The teen's name is Eric Martin.
Corinthians 1, 13, 11. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, put childish ways behind me. And that's the difference for me. Once I put them childish ways behind me, the cure began and the cancer stopped. My favorite verse. It's good, man. Yeah, I got some good news, man. I got my motion granted a couple of days ago, so I'm definitely excited about that. I'm ready to go. And so maybe I'll take this documentary to the streets. Gotta build a hand on that. Definitely grateful. I just want to document this moment, man. And say, Lord's good, you know what I mean? And I'm trying, man.
We was probably like 17 at this time. About 17, 18 maybe at this time. You know, if you meet E, he be like, hey, yeah, you know, he got this little swag to him. So it used to be niggas really running around there doing that shit. Like by this time, now we got TVs. You know what I mean? Now we got food and shit. He writing. He thinking. He coming to me like, well, I'm trying to learn these words and shit, expand his vocabulary. You know what I mean? He just was on a different path. His mind was something. It was on a different, you know what I mean? He was looking at it from a different angle. You know what I mean? And he was sitting in the room without the TV on. So then started writing these books, coming out with these books and shit. He's like, damn, boy, get some of this cooker.
Always a stand-up dude. I ain't seen nobody play with E when we was in there. He was down for whatever. Still my guy, still my brother, still call, check on me. You feel me? So young guys need to tighten it up, man. That's a guy you can learn from. Still in there fighting to get out. You feel me? But my baby about to come home. He a changed man. He want to get these young dudes and the young YNs in order, man, and let them know that it's for real, man. And cause we miss everything. We miss everything. I'm talking about E never went to high school. I barely went to high school. I did 9th grade, about 3 months of 9th grade year, then went to prison. You feel me? Missed 18th birthday, 21st birthday. It ain't no joke, man. But E Shooter is a solid dude, man. I ain't gonna lie. Solid dude. I don't know nobody who say he ain't solid, you feel me?
Cause he got a heart. And if he can go back, guarantee you, he'll change every moment that put him there. And I know. So he's definitely a changed man.
The presence of prison became my breakthrough to a greater quality of thinking. Meaning, all that depression, despair, brokenness I went through in these cells inadvertently stimulated the power of me that was laid dormant. That hurt was deconstructing my soul in order to reveal something that worked. I was gladly renewed, sort of like the rising phoenix from his actions. I was now a new creation. Prison had turned from a form of harmful punishment to a freeing process. Everything that was once cloaked in adversity came out to be a victory for me. This experience was transformative.
Now Eric's 31, and me and Eric talk. I'm not gonna say we talk every day, but it's been a long 16 years, and in them 16 years, I've really watched him grow and transform into something I call great, man, a great mind. Like I said, I'm older than him, and I've grown a lot since being kids. He was locked up at 15, 16, and has been locked up since, but I can still call him for advice and talk to him.
Michigan Department of Corrections and probably no correctional facility in the United States correct anything. They're not in the business of rehabilitating and correcting. It's too much money. It's too much money for me to straighten you up, send you back out here, and you don't never come back. I want you to go in there, and I want you to think about what you did and take these programs to get better. Ain't no programs in there, bro. I did a 12-year bid. I didn't get programmed until my last 6 months. So if it only took 6 months to make me be a better individual, a better human being, why did I have to do 12 years, right?
The reason why I cannot be effective is because I'm a kindergarten right now. I'm a kindergarten to something I don't understand. So what I have to do is sit and listen and learn and evaluate and come up with a better strategy on how I can be effective. It's a blessing because it's like a preview to what I got to deal with when I get in the streets pertaining to the kids. But these dudes are children. I'm telling you, not even being funny. They just grown with beards and stuff like that. A few of them okay though. I deal with a few of them, you know what I mean? And we share the same thing. You know, a lot of us came down when we was young. A lot of them got out and they just got a head start. You know what I mean? Mentally, so they able to think things through. You know what I mean? But I'm reflecting on how I can. You know what I mean? I'm getting new information. So I'm a kindergarten in class right now. I can't even raise my hand because I'm still learning.
I was involved to the extent that if I had to even risk coming back to prison myself, if he harmed another person in society, I would be willing to do that. I would be willing to take that risk. That anything that he done, they can come and take my freedom. That's how convinced I was that this guy was never going to hurt another human being. And not only that, never going to forsake the opportunity to help that human being become a better person. Of all the people that I've ever met, he impressed me more than anyone I had ever seen. And to see him re-enter society would be a great day for not just him, but for all humanity.
And he literally never does anything without giving all the glory to God for making everything he does possible. He has taught me so much about being humble, having grace, humility, serviceable, showing and having gratitude, love, cohesion, inclusiveness, camaraderie, and loyalty. Because this man masterfully exhibits these qualities on a large scale on a daily basis.
I think he can serve better in the world, in society, and have a lot more to offer as a person. But that I heard he was publishing a book, I was curious about what would be inside the book. I was excited about what he had learned being incarcerated so long, because I left and I was released from prison in 2009, and he told me this funny story about the time when he seen me running out of the jail. He said, bro, I seen you running. You was running full speed out of the prison, bro. He said, I ain't never seen no guy run out of prison that fast. And I was telling him on the phone yesterday, I say, man, it was over, bro.
I'm here to present Aaron McClinton, who's about to be the world champ in a couple years. He's going to go by Young Prince. He's a young, positive brother. He went through the struggle, came out the struggle right now here in the county, and I met him. I seen a lot of potential in him. I won't say I put him under my wing, however, because he is a leader within himself, but yes, he do take advice from me. However, I see a bright future for him. I really just want to let the world know that this seed is about to burst through the dirt, and he's going to be a great flower when he come out. Matter of fact, he just tightened somebody up before we get on here, B. You know what I mean? Hey, it's the joint. He getting his practice up, however he can get it. It's my little brother right here, Young Prince.
It's Young Prince checking in, man. Aaron McClinton, you already know, world champion a couple years, man. He connected with me on a lot of great things, you know. I heard his story, you know, read a little bit of his books. You know, I heard a lot about him even before he even came back to the county, you know. And bro, a good dude, solid dude, you know, he really stand on what he stand on, and he pushing the word of God, he pushing peace, you know, pushing positivity, and I like that because I'm only 21 years old, and my generation right now, everybody just want to kill, stab, do all this crazy stuff, man. Me, I just want to get a bunch of people up under me and let them know that positivity and righteousness is cool, man.
Shit, Eric, man, like since he been locked up and shit, cause he like me knowing him personally, he was always like silly, goofy, on some retarded, like, but now he's so much wiser now, and he full of confidence and uplifting. I'm proud of you for that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of motherfuckers, they get locked up and they do the time he did, and they'll be in there like, on some, I'm tough, you know what I'm saying? I'm OG of the block. When I come on, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He ain't know none of that. He on some motivating, uplifting, and trying to get a younger ones under us advice on how not to do or how not to spend all this time in jail when you can be out here chilling, enjoying life.
Actually, it's been like seeing growth. Like going from when he first got in there to now, just seeing so much how he's grown, like mentally and emotionally. He's grown and flourished so much, and he never let where he was bring him down. He had moments, I know he has, but he always, this isn't who I'm gonna be forever. And he still persevered, and he still, that light still shine through. And I find that to be the most profound thing ever about him, because I couldn't imagine being where he is and having the mind that he has and the soul that he has, and say, yeah, I made mistakes, but my mistakes aren't who I am. And he's a true definition of that.
The thing about it, we're reporting live, so the people that are actually doing the crimes, we in here with them. So we getting hands-on diagnosis. We seeing it directly. We in a room with these guys. We talking to these guys. We exchanging thoughts. And like I told you, I'm in kindergarten right now. I don't get none of this stuff, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm a student. He's a teacher right now. I'm a student. I'm a student by observing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a student just because I've been gone 17. So this is the first time I've been in Detroit since that case happened. You know what I mean? And I love my city, but the people has definitely changed. I don't really get it.
Me and Eric were talking about everything. When I was getting married, when I was thinking about getting married, my kids, like I say, even with the wedding, man, I got time to write my vows. You know, he helped me write my vows. He even him being there, he's still that one of the one friends that I can depend on. You know what I'm saying? And he is one of the friends that can tell me if I'm making a mistake or I'm about to do something. He'll give me that. He'll let me know, like, man, that ain't right. Or you know what I'm saying? I trust him. If he be like, no, you ain't wrong, then I ain't wrong. You know.
I knew that I would be involved in his life for the rest of my life. So I didn't really feel that there was a separation as far as distance or time or nothing. There was nothing ever going to stand between me and this person that I had gathered so much respect for in his efforts to improve himself as a human being and to actually see himself in every person that he had ever came in contact with. It's unbelievable to see the development of a man his age with the understanding that he had and the will to reach out and help others no matter what it was. He was my identical twin.
My mindset, it came from me being adopted at a young age, and seeing a lot of hard things in life. The streets ain't for me. You feel me? I'm trying to leave that life alone. In order for me to see that, I gotta change my ways and change what I want to do. Eric is definitely somebody that I could benefit from being locked up. Like, I told Eric, I'm like, yeah, man, if I had you in my life while I was younger, if you didn't get all that time or whatever, I wouldn't even be here, because Eric a very positive person, like I keep saying. And, he always motivate me to be better every single day. So it's like, if I had Eric in my life while I was in the outside world, I feel like I wouldn't even be locked up. But, everything happened for a reason.
Later on in life, we grew in our different ways, both for the better. Our journey was a couple of head bumps, you know what I mean? So fast forward, we both then grew, and the same type of vision we share, and that's 110% is giving back to youth. That's trying to get a young dude who was born in the hood and just grew up with these disadvantages. We trying to get him to realize, like, he ain't got to go through what we went through to get where we at. Man, like, that's gonna always be my brother, and it's all love.
See, nowadays, these young cats, 16, 17, 18, ain't no structure. Ain't nobody there to tell them to don't do nothing wrong or go to school, or everybody promote ignorant shit. Then the music is heightening it. The drugs is making it worse. You know what I'm saying? So thinking is not cool no more.
Exactly.
It's going back to brute force. These young kids want to follow something. They want to be a part of something. They don't mind listening, following, being, send-offs. They don't mind that. So it's our job to give them something to send off that makes sense. Follow something that makes sense. They open to being a part of something bigger than them.
For sure.
It's just, it's surrounded by ignorance. So that's all they know. They ain't following dog with the real estate. They ain't following dog that's gonna be a doctor or a lawyer or somebody with some sense, because he don't speak their language. He don't come from where they come from.
Eric changed a lot. I feel like he definitely deserves a second chance, because it's like he was only 15. He got a whole different mindset, and he want to help out the youth. Like, I feel like he deserves one more chance. I guarantee you he'll come out on some different stuff and changing people's lives.
As of now, we've been friends for almost 17 years. Consistently, no fallouts, always been standing next to each other, and we always prayed together. We did everything together. That's my brother, and he one of the people who I'm very, very happy God put in my life and that I met from the beginning. He was somebody who stood with me through everything. Even when I was wrong, he stood with me, because there was some times I know he shouldn't have been supportive of me, but I was in my youth too, making mistakes.
If I was to describe Eric in 3 words, it'd be intelligent. I don't know, this 2 words, but God-fearing, and very positive. Very, very positive.
Champ.
The champ, man, you know. Very positive. We just gotta go with the flow, roll with the punches, you know, because I'm a boxer, so I was taught to roll with the punches. That's just what it is. Aaron McClinton, man, Young Prince. Remember the name. For sure.
Say the reason why I feel like he needed that attention because, you know what I mean. Yes, he's street thugging like we all was at that age. However, he a leader though. You know what I'm saying, and he polite, he respectful, and two, like he have a vision. A lot of these little kids don't have visions, so he actually have a vision for his life. However, he's still in a sticky situation with the street mentality, which is why I'm speaking about the transformation. Like the process of it is not. It's not a simple one, you know what I mean? But if you got support in your corner and if somebody reminds you you can be better than your circumstances, you can overcome that. He's chosen, you know what I'm saying? But you got to go through this to understand who you is. So that's what he's going through. But however, I just wanted to give him that because, you know, we can go farther with each other. It ain't all about me. That's transformation for you.
He can be a big help to the youth, you know, just talking and listening to what he's been through, decisions he made, the wrongs, you know what I'm saying, he's done, and still just getting over it all.
He is not only living proof that God exists, but he is also definitely proof that God is on my side, because if he wasn't, I definitely wouldn't have one of his most treasured angels directly in my path like this. To that, I just want to say that when God is on your side, it does not matter who is not. May God continue shining his light through me, and may he always know how tremendous of an honor it is to know him. Amen.
I just thank God for having the opportunity, just being that guy to be able to carry the torch for betterment and change. And for when guys like Eric, if he ever get his second chance, God willing, he'll be able to see that it's a better way to live than our life of crime and the lack of maturity and having maturity and growing into maturity after doing 16 and a half years for himself, how he can let his light shine in the world today.
So I really don't even know where to begin because I'm actually, my mind really just absorbing the new environment I'm in right now. But I can say I won't give up. I'm still learning, and I'm still, you know what I mean, I am engaging with them, and I'm giving what I can give now, and they're receiving it strictly off the sincerity. It's a lot of betrayals, a lot of treachery stuff going on down here, but for the most part, a lot of them see me, and we build. They just, you know, they gravitate. But it's only a one at a time thing. But these men are grown. These are 40-year-old, 32-year-old boys and 26-year-old kids fighting murders, and they act like they 10, and I'm talking playing on the phone as if they're not fighting for their life. So of course they listening, but you can't receive this overnight. This is probably the most time I did in prison. I mean, the most time I did in prison, talking less. You know what I mean? It's more I'm doing more listening so I can actually be effective, because what they're going through is strictly medication, lack of parenting, lack of love, lack of people being in their lives, and all this type of stuff like that.
I mean, I can't even put into words how thrilled I am to be part of this experience and to see, you know, the results of my efforts in my attempt to help raise him to a level that he so desperately sought. And he shows that. He shows a great level of love for the creator of the universe. That's very impressive from a young man his age. And I just, like I said, I can't wait for him to get out of that place. He's coming out here to apply himself to the problems in the community. The world is going to benefit from him being out. We all going to benefit.
In here, when I came down, I was happy that I was to come down here and talk to the young brothers, talk like that. Now they're around, the young brothers around, but what they suffer from is ignorance at a great level. Them the ones that's not on drugs, and the ones is on drugs suffer from the medication and the ignorance. So it's a disconnect, because not only that they're not my age, they're older and in my age, and they act the same age. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. Well, I can't. I don't know how to teach in that environment. You know what I mean? So which is why when he piggybacking on him, because the stuff we once had growing up is really not there. I'm really just finding the solutions. That's why, because we can complain and point all our fingers at everything. I'm really just trying to find a solution. That's just me. I'm a follower of Christ, so I really just want to reflect the love of what I know to the people and sincerity, try to teach. But like I told you, I'm a student. I'll keep reiterating because I literally don't know how to pass a test right now. I'm lost.
When you see a guy like Eric who strive how he strive, you got to understand that he is doing that with his own consciousness. He is doing that with his own willpower. It is his choice to be a better person every day, to get up and push the needle every day. Is his choice. It's nothing, no guard, no teacher, no judge, no lawyer taught him. That is nothing that they did. It is his own doing, man. So if you look at him, and everybody speak on E, talk about how solid he is. If you look at him, you're not gonna see what they say he did, man. You're gonna see a whole new being, a whole new man, man. He a solid dude, man. He a good dude. He a positive force, man. He a person that you need out here in the community, man. He a dude who I've literally seen go stop gang fights, stop gang wars on the yard. He not part of nothing. He pushing the Bible. He pushing Jesus. And I've seen him do it, bro, because it's just who he is. Not, he just saying he not the same guy no more, man. I'm blessed to have met him, man, for real. And I appreciate, bro, man, for real, dog. Because he one of them people I could link up with on the yard, and I know I'm standing eye to eye with a guy. He not listening to what I'm saying and thinking it's far-fetched, because he know, what it take to get up here and go get it, man. So, man, hopefully, I pray, man, they be setting him free soon, man. Free E.
But it's beautiful, man, because I love my peoples, man. When them young brothers, man, they was in there, I'm like, yo, I'm just saying, whoa. And it's so effortless now because you see the pain. Just dealing with pain, but ain't never love out there. So, but I hope I can do something where I can help change that way.
So like I say, I am so proud of him, of how he turned out, because a lot of people that go to prison, they don't turn out that way. He's very different, very, very different. So to see how he is and how he handles this whole time, which I know it wasn't easy for him, but to see him push through like that and know and still have faith in God and in himself, that's amazing.
Free my Uncle Eric. I just want him to get out of jail so I can know what it's like to be around him and get to really know him for real, because I ain't really got to know him before, because I've been in jail all my life. So free my Uncle Eric.
Free my Uncle Eric about the prison. I miss him and stuff. He didn't really get to see me grow up from a baby to what I am now, a young man, a young individual. Yeah, free my uncle.
I'm here speaking on my uncle, Eric. Really my cousin, but just for respect level, I always called him and looked up to him as an uncle. He always, kept my head on straight, always made sure I was on the right path. And then when I started with my music, no matter what, he always supported me, made sure I was still going at it. Every time we talked, he made sure if I had a new project or a new song I was working on, he was supporting. He wanted to hear it. He real motivational, positive, always, no matter what. Always try to keep the family together, stuff like that. He's just a real pillar in our family, even though the circumstances, no matter what, he always spreading positivity, peace, and just do the right thing. We love him, and hopefully, I'll be able to see him one day.
Hey Eric, I miss you. I wish that they could free you so we can get to know each other more and spend more time with each other and understand each other's different personalities. But I really do miss you and hope that you come home soon and get to know my children.
You ever met somebody who can grow like a rose that grows from the concrete? You know what I mean? he still can bloom. He still can produce, even through all of the bullshit. That's a strong person mentally. You know what I mean? I think he got a lot of people beat. No bullshit. You know what I mean? Because for you to put shit together, even like you do this documentary, man, that take from in there. That's a lot. I say strong, goofy. That's my baby though. He funny as hell. He 100 too. Give him real. My baby keep it real with me. He always has.
I would love to see my Uncle Eric, even though I didn't really see him growing up, but I would love to be around him now. Free my Uncle Eric. I love you.
Free my uncle. Free my uncle. Free my uncle now.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Listen, a lot of self-destructive things played its part in creating me. It's caused me to the point and blame others. But after sincere accountability, I took responsibility for the ripple effects of my life and others. Because as you know, unresolved trauma is real. Hurt people. But healed people heal people as well. There's no more excuses in me, only magnanimous love to give. So I challenge everyone to not waste your pain, but convert your pain into power and purpose. Make gold out of it and become your own alchemist. Adversity may look like an enemy in the moment, but he's actually a friend of growth. So just don't know your story, but share your story and allow someone to grow from it. Still don't have no feelings. Just strictly grateful. I can't even add nothing to that. I don't know. But I know for sure some type of emotion there, because when I start watering up and stuff like that, I know I feel like it's like a waterfall in my head and ready to cry at one moment when it's just all over with. I think that's when it's just going to just trickle down. You know, but right now I'm just still grateful, hoping and praying that, you know, I could be out sooner than later. You know. But like I said, I'm grateful, man. I talked to a lot of my young brother called A. Well, you know that, talking to A. All my young brother I came down with, so they cheering me on, which is great because they all want to come and get that relief as well. But, you know, hoping I get up out of here. I told you that one time I cried time I found my daddy was the whole top of the shirt was wet. So I'm like, if I really drop those joints, the pants is next, B. Shirt, pants, and socks. If I get to crying. That was a lot. I'm in there like, whoa. I didn't hold back for so long. Like when I was doing it, that's why I told you I kept going in and out when I was crying. In the bullpen, when I came back, I ain't even know how to feel. It was like, what you call it? Like I was not scatterbrained, but my mind, like I had to reactivate my tear ducts. But like I said, I get to do this, and then I got to do this type moment. I'm happy I get to do that. I'm glad I get to glorify.
Thank you for using GTL.